Hey, how are you doing? I'm not doing tarot readings right now. I'm just doing like mediumship readings. So I can't tell you that, but if you're wanting to connect to a loved one on the other side, I can do that. Or I can try. No, pick up my phone. Okay. Don't tell me any information about, who you want to talk to. So don't feed me any information. Just know how this works is usually when I start, the person will tell me, no, it doesn't resonate. But the more I go, the more I hear that it makes sense. Not all people, like, not all readings I can get spirit for. Just I have a connection with some people and I don't have a connection with others. And that's one thing I'm, doing free readings for. I'm just trying to practice. So I'll see if I can, what I can get for you. Um, the first thing that comes to mind is like a woman in a brown coat. And this brown coat, like, goes past her knees. Um, and I'm hearing this woman, like, lived in a cold climate. Can you make any sense of that? Not yet. Okay. Let me think. I'm just seeing this woman has like long brown hair that's braided. I'm not getting a name. She looks like she's in her 20s or 30s. Okay. Well, we'll put that on the back burner. Let's see if I could come up with anything else. Okay, I'm seeing like needlework, like I'm hearing cross stitch. Did you have anybody in your family who used to like uh work with the needle and thread? Okay. Was this a grandmother? I'm hearing either a grandmother or an aunt. Okay. All she's showing me is her hands, like maybe she had arthritis. But she's showing me her hands working with the needle. And she's letting me know that, she enjoyed to do that. I'm doubting myself. They always say don't doubt yourself, but I'm hearing that she's from your dad's side of the family. Your mother's. Of course, I hear dads and it's mothers. Okay. There's just something about your dad. Did she not like your dad? What was her relationship like towards your father? Okay. Well, ask her if she has anything else, like, to kind of prove that it's her. I'm seeing like big crocheted blankets, just like doilies. Um, I'm hearing she wanted to have a comfortable house, like where family can come over and be comfortable. Was she kind of a homemaker in her life? Okay. I'm hearing like she cooked because she had to, but she didn't like cooking. She found it like time consuming. I don't know. Okay, if that resonates. Okay, what does she want to tell you? Mostly that she's watching over you, that she hears like your prayers and like your anxieties and your worries. That she hears all of that. and she's going to assist you from the other side. I'm hearing don't be so hard on yourself. And I'm feeling like a lot of anxiety, like, I don't know, like just the feeling like I'm not doing anything right. I'm just hearing like anxiety and don't be so hard on yourself. Let's see what else. Are you stressed out about a work situation? Like work, money? Svetlana? Okay, so you are stressed, like you do have a stressful work situation right now that you're dealing with. Okay. She's saying, is there any way that you could even just take a couple days off just to do nothing but relax? Just to get your stress levels down? She's showing a little bit concern about your stress levels. She's fine. She's more than fine. She can do whatever she wants. She chooses to watch over her family, as most people do. When they die, they choose to watch over their loved ones and to guide us. But yeah, she's okay. I'm just getting the message to look after yourself, look after your health, and look after your stress. To give yourself permission to do self care and to relax. Give yourself permission to have a Svetlana day. And that's pretty much all she's saying. I hope that that resonated with you. I'm glad it does. I get nervous sometimes and I doubt myself. And it's especially hard because at first the messages just don't make sense. or the images I'm getting don't resonate. And so I have to keep on, and that makes me nervous. I cannot see your next job. What I can do is talk to your deceased loved ones. Okay, C Lane. I'm gonna let you know how this works. I'm doing this for free as so I could get practice. Um, I'm not used to reading people, but this is how it usually works with me. When I start off, usually people tell me no, it doesn't resonate. But the more I go, the more people start saying, yeah, that makes sense. Um, but sometimes people just don't resonate at all, and I have no connection. So that does happen sometimes. But don't feed me a lot of information. Um, I'm going to try to get information to validate that this is the person that we're speaking to. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions because when I read, hey, is my mom around? I got an image of a lady who was kind of tall and thin and had like short, light brown hair. Would that be your mom? If not, would it be anybody you know? Yeah, the hair is like, was it kind of like big curls, like wavy hair? Big curls, yeah. She's showing me herself in earlier years because she's showing me thin. And it looks like she's wearing like 70s clothing. I might be wrong, but she's wearing like a turtleneck and it's like tucked into some Levi's. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm just like hearing California. Did she ever go to California or ever live in California? Or is the state California significant to you in any way? Ah, gotcha. That's why she's probably showing me her in like the 70s, 80s, because like you'd recognize that's something you'd be like, hey, I have a picture. Okay, let's see what else she wants to say. Did she like seafood, like lobster? Because I just got a big visual of a lobster at a seafood place. Okay. She's saying something about pets. Like maybe you weren't allowed to have pets growing up, or you did have pets growing up. Um, I'm gonna ask her what she needs you to know. Just the usual message that she is around and she does watch over you. And she's saying you need to learn to laugh a little. Learn to laugh at yourself. Don't be so serious all the time. Sometimes life gets tough and we forget. But she is coming in strong with like the message of laugh and have fun. Um, is there anything you want to ask her? That might be what she was telling me about with the pets. There's something about pets. She showed me cats, but that's because I own cats. But if y'all did have pets, then yes, she's with them. I'm seeing like I don't know. I do like hit or miss with breeds when I like try to communicate with an animal spirit. So I want to see if I get the breed right. But I'm seeing like black and tan dogs, and I'm seeing like beagle, like a beagle. Am I close? Hey, DG. I was gonna say Dash Hound too. See, like they always tell you, like in medium development classes, they say what pops up in your mind. Don't doubt yourself. But I always doubt myself, and I don't like I leave stuff out. Hey Kevin, DG, I'm sure that I did do your reading. The video to the last readings should be posted where you can view it if you want to like dig in there and see if you can find the reading. Okay, C-Lane, your mom is really easy to talk to. Some spirits are like pulling teeth, but your mom is just like, here I am, I'm ready to laugh, here's my dogs. Like, this is what I wore in the 70s. I made my kid eat lobster. I like her. No, Kevin, DG, she lost internet when I was given her reading the last time. She seems like a really cool person. It's getting on my nerves. I can't see the future. I can talk to dead people. No future, dead people. So, how is everybody while we wait for more people to join? How's everybody's day? Nobody loves me. I'm gonna go eat worms. I hear you. I work on the weekends, so. Hello, Aniket. I'm good. A little tired, but other than that, I'm doing real good. How are you? I hope you're good too. Yeah, go ahead and ask again because that was a long video, and I could see how that would be hard to sift through. What was it, 6 hours of readings? Okay, I'm not doing like tarot readings. I'm doing like actual psychic readings, like not using any cards. But I'm gonna do a reading for DG just because she lost internet. It You are a she, right? DG lost internet when I was giving the reading. Okay, what does he think of you? Okay. Okay, this is gonna be kind of hard to take. Um, he may see you as possibly clingy and obsessive, as the Four of Pentacles can sometimes talk about being needy and clingy, and the devil can sometimes talk about addictions and obsessions. Um, I'm gonna pull another card. Okay, this guy is feeling like tired, and like if y'all have been having conflict, he's like tired of fighting or tired of standing his ground in some way. I'm gonna turn the phone back around. Okay, so DG, have y'all been fighting for once? For number one? Sorry, I'm tired and I can't talk. DG, are you there? Okay. Yeah, because I thought, this is coming off kind of harsh. So I guess he's being like, he wants kind of his space and his freedom, and he doesn't want you pestering him about spending time together, maybe. Like, he's like, I'm busy. I'm sorry he did that to you. Yeah, I'm not really getting good vibes from this guy. I'm getting kind of like a self absorbed vibe. Like somebody who's emotionally immature. Like somebody who's also an emotional coward, if that makes sense. Because he's immature and he doesn't know what he wants, so he's playing games. He wants to see if you'll still be available when he comes back. And you should make him think that you won't be. By what was coming up in the cards, I would say he's too immature to really love anybody, but obviously he cares. I'm going to be brutally honest. I would let go because he's playing games. He's not giving you a healthy, secure relationship. He's making you feel confused. He's making you feel hurt. He's making you feel like you don't know where you stand. And then he makes you feel guilty for not knowing where you stand. Like, you could do better. You deserve better than that. Because I personally think if you hold on, he's going to take you for granted. Okay. Okay, you got the King of Swords. And that tells me the King of Swords usually shows up as an abusive man, a man who has abusive tendencies. The Page of Swords usually shows up for me when somebody is immature and they say immature things. You have the Five of Wands, which is competition and conflict. The Three of Swords, which is a broken heart. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is I don't know, it's like a glimmer of hope. Like this relationship does not seem good at all. But if you be patient, something better will come along in the future. You just have to be patient. I know that's not what you wanted to hear. Okay, Aniket. Sanika. Okay, no contact with Sanika. What do they think of you? Okay. Okay, this person, I'll show you the cards. This person is very sexually attracted to you, and they think you're womanly, nurturing. They possibly want to impregnate you because the Ace of Wands is also a fertility card and also means penis. And the Empress is literally a pregnant woman. Then is this about a girl? Are you asking about a girl? Or are you asking about another guy? Which one? Okay, you're asking about a girl. So then this could be, maybe she wants you to impregnate her. There's sexual attraction there. There's chemistry there. There's fertility there that's showing up in the cards. Maybe they think you would make a good parent. Like they're thinking, would this person be a good parent if I was to end up with them? I'm just strongly hearing like fertility and sexual chemistry. She rejected your feelings and ghosted you. That's weird. Did she say why? Okay, let me pull a few more cards. Not that many cards. Okay. somebody is like really depressed and anxious about this situation. Like this situation is keeping either you or her up at night. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles coming out, which that talks about opportunities, seeing something has value. Like that's a good card to get. Like in terms of how she would see you, she would see that she would think you had worth and value. And possibly would want to give you a gift or something. So maybe her feelings, maybe she's not showing you how she feels. I'm trying to think of an alternate explanation, like especially with the Empress. The Empress can sometimes stand in for somebody's literal mother. Does she have an overbearing mother who may disapprove of you? Okay. She's strange. Because her cards aren't bad. But then you're telling me she ghosted you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't have been more help. Well, that's good to hear. You too. Okay, what's this? No. Okay. That is weird. That is a strange coincidence. Could be your spiritual team trying to say, you don't need to know this. Interesting. I just know that when I was going through a really rough time and I was in love with this guy and he was treating me wrong, like I sought out tarot readings, and the tarot readings just kept telling me to get over him and to move on, and they were not compassionate readings at all. There was no compassion. It was like, just move on, get over him. And that did not set well with me. But that was just like my spirit team's attitude, because I guess like how another reader explained it to me is that they could see, what I couldn't see. So that's why they were just like, they were trying to protect me. But it came off like, I don't know, these readings just came off really harsh. Hello, Suzanne. How are you? Okie dokie then. Hello. Hi, Chelsea. What I'm doing is mediumship readings. So if basically the kind of psychic that I am is I can communicate with the dead. So if there's somebody on the other side who you would like to hear from, I can try to connect with them. Otherwise, I'm not doing tarot. I'm doing absolute psychic readings. Really? All the advice I've ever gotten was not to doubt yourself and to say what comes to mind. And um, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But not a lot of times, like later on, you find out it did resonate. So that's pretty cool. Thank you. You don't need to be sorry. Wow. Well, he finally got to tell you. That's good to hear that I was accurate in reconnecting you and him, your grandfather's spirit. Yeah, communicate with him all the time. Okay, don't give me any information about Daisy. Um, I'm going to try to pull up information that proves that I'm speaking to her. Just know that at first I usually get things wrong, but as I keep going, things start to make sense. And very rarely, I just don't connect with the person and I don't pick up on a spirits, but hopefully that won't be this time. So let me see what comes up. I am getting the image of a daisy in my mind. Did people like sing a song to her like Daisy, Daisy, kind of like teasing her that you know of? Maybe it could have been when she was younger, or it could have been her whole life. I'm just hearing there was a song that people would sing about her name. Um, I'm being shown a skirt and some pantyhose, and I'm getting the message that in her time, women wore pantyhose. Okay, we could try to find something that resonates. It's harder when you can't confirm it, but maybe we can come up with some information that you can confirm. So was she passed on before you were born? Chelsea, did your grandmother pass away before you were born? Because I'm getting shown the image of baby pictures, and they look like old-timey pictures, but I'm hearing that the baby was you and that you had chubby cheeks and light hair, like sandy hair. All good. What did you hear? What was the last thing you heard? Okay. I was saying that I'm getting shown images of like baby pictures, and like I'm being told that you're the baby, and I'm being shown like sandy colored hair and chubby cheeks. Yeah, I asked if she passed before you died or before you were born. Okay. Yeah. And then after I asked if she passed before you were born, then that's when I started seeing the like photographs. She says it's precious. She says you get it from her, actually, her side of the family. I'm hearing her say that you always wanted a dog. Either you wanted a dog when you were a child or you got a dog when you were a child. And I'm seeing a black dog. Oh no, I keep seeing the small black dog. Um, what else? Yeah, she's saying you wanted one when you were little. Yeah, she's basically saying that even though y'all didn't get to meet, she's still been a part of your life. And she's been kind of like behind the scenes, like watching over you. So yeah, she's been watching. Okay. There's no way of verifying it unless you find a picture of her. But I'm being shown a woman of average height who actually has longish hair that she wears in a bun. And she wears like long skirts. But I have no way of proving that. That's just what Spirit is showing me. Yeah, see, there's no way to verify. Okay. Aw. Joyce, when I'm like looking at your message, I'm seeing the color yellow. Like perhaps a yellow tablecloth? Okay, so that makes sense to you. If that makes sense to you, then that's a message that, she's pleased with you. You're not disappointing her. Um the only thing Spirit wants us to know is to love ourselves and not to let men, for example, treat us badly. But that's just out of love, not like out of disappointment or anything. Okay. Me too. Don't worry. My spiritual team like straight up told me like you need to just stop with the love thing and just go learn to love yourself. It's been hard, but it's been hard. Yeah, absolutely, Chelsea. From what I've been told by spirit is that when they die, they they could do whatever they want. They can relax. But most often they choose to look out for their family. So that's one of the jobs that she chose was to look out for you and your family and to kind of help y'all and guide y'all. Like, um, you could actually pay attention to some ways that spirit is trying to get your attention. Like, if you're thinking of the person, that might be them kind of like, hey, if you think of something that reminds you of the person, that could be their way of trying to get your attention. I do too, Joyce. Yeah, before I found out that I was a medium, um, I got like my first ever psychic reading. Uh, my great grandma came through, and I had no idea why she would come through for me because, she didn't get to know me. Like, when I knew her, she had Alzheimer's really bad. So she didn't even really know who I was. So to hear this medium tell me that my great grandmother was watching over me, it was it was shocking, but it was cool. That's cool. I'm mostly spiritual. Yeah, that's how it usually works with me. I have had spirit like show themselves to me and like I've been able to hear them before, but that scared me so bad that I told them no. So spirit mostly like they give me thoughts. Like they'll give me images or they'll give me thoughts of like what they're saying. So stuff like that. And I notice a lot of times they'll show me like memories that the sitter would resonate with. So I'm being shown like y'all's memories. Sounds crazy, I know. Yeah. Um I get visions, like I've had visions, but like I get visions where I get images in my mind, like my imagination, except it's more intense. But yeah, I get the visions through my mind. That's how like with the other girl I saw the yellow tablecloth. So I knew to say yellow tablecloth. I was listening to the show Long Island Medium with Teresa Caputo. See, I don't know much about her, but I was listening when she said that she also gets like the thoughts and the visions in her like imagination as well. Yeah. Eee. I need to get a more professional setup, but right now all I have is my phone and a little clipboard. I don't even have a desk. But I mean, y'all are getting psychic readings regardless. Just nothing pleasing to look at. Yeah, when it happens, it's terrifying, especially when it first starts happening. But all you could do is relay messages to people, and they either tell you the information is accurate or the information is wrong. So, yeah, it is kind of like that. Like, um, my grandpa talks to me a lot, and I get images of him standing by my left shoulder talking to me. Yeah. No, I don't see him outside of myself. I mostly see him like in my mind's eye. But, but, um, I worked at a location that was very haunted, and I was a new employee there, and I walked past the manager's office, and there was a man in a manager's outfit, and he smiled and waved at me, and so I smiled and waved back, and I went about my duties. But I didn't see him for the rest of the day, so I asked the cook where he went, and she said, "None of our managers are males." And I said, "Uh-huh, I saw him." And I described him to her, and she pulls out her phone and she shows me a picture and she says, "Is this who you're talking about?" And I said, "Yeah, that's him." And she said, "He died 2 years ago on his way to work." I said, "That's the only time I've ever seen like a full body apparition." Well, not exactly true. I've seen like out the corner of my eyes, but yeah, when this stuff first started happening to me, it scared me. Because my mediumship didn't start when I was a little kid. It started in my early 20s. It's just like one day I had this dream that my childhood friend told me he died, and can I relay a message to his dad? And I wake up and I get on Facebook, and sure enough, he died. But I found out through a dream, and I refused to message his dad. And my friend's spirit followed me for months, bothering me until I messaged his dad. And that was the first experience I ever had, with any of this. I thought I was going crazy. Sometimes I still do think I'm going crazy. Yeah, he actually told me that he went to bed praying for a sign that Issa was okay, and he woke up to my letter. Hello, Saba. Yeah, thank God his dad believed me. I would have been like mortified. Saba, that happened to a couple people. There must be something weird going on, like astrologically or electronically. Oh, yeah. I ignored Issa or tried to ignore Issa for half a year. Yeah. I actually met some mediums who told me that that was wrong of me to do, that we shouldn't reach out to the like living even if spirit like begs us to, that it should be the other way around. I don't know if that's true, but I, I just did what spirit asked me to do. And Etho still kept showing up. Mm. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Yeah, he didn't have to scare the crap out of me though. He still comes in for me sometimes. Okay, Saba, so tell me, what is it that you're concerned about? What are your concerns? It's like what I told my mom is if there's a heaven, it's not a jail. You can still visit. Okay. Ah, scoot. Too many cards. Okay. Okay. You have Strength, Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles. So the message I'm getting from that is your strengths lie in your ability to be gentle, and you should use that. You should see what the world has to offer. Like, go out and meet people, travel, um, take a trip, do something fun. Um, Go to social events. There is a warning. Don't like drink excessively, or, consume drugs excessively, but, otherwise go out and party, do something social. Um, and it is saying that in the future, you will meet somebody who is stable, and like y'all can build that stable life together. So put yourself out there and you're going to meet somebody. Okay, Saba, if you want to talk to your mom, I can't promise your mom will come through because with the way my abilities work, some people I connect with, some people I don't. But I will try to connect with her. Don't give me a lot of information about your mom. Let me ask you questions and you tell me if what I'm saying is accurate or does it resonate. Okay. Was your mom a tall woman? Like, not too tall, but like a little bit over average? I'm seeing like a slender build, but she did have shapely hips, but long legs. And she's showing me shoulder length, dark brown hair that was layered. She was considered tall. Well, she's telling me she wasn't a giant, but she was tall. She showed me the long legs. Um, okay. She's also showing me kind of a business outfit. Like, I don't know, I'm getting the feeling like, did she work in the medical profession? She's a nurse. Okay. Oh, she was showing me in the business casual that like you would wear to the office, but it just like I got the feeling of like a hospital. Okay. Used to be. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to get how she died, but I'm not usually good at getting this information. But I'm hearing like aneurysm. I'm doubting myself. Tell me if I'm wrong. An aneurysm is like a brain bleed. Okay. I said I was doubting myself on that one, but always say what comes to mind just in case. Okay, did she die from any health complications or did she die from an accident? I'm having trouble extracting this information. Like I'm hearing that her death was unexpected. Are you serious? I heard tragic accident and unexpected. So I'm sorry to hear that. Now, you asked how she feels about you. Like, yeah, no kidding. Hmm. I'm not feeling suicide. Like, energy wise, my attention's going between accident or murder. Um, okay, she's wanting to talk about your question, like how she feels about you. She's proud of you. You don't feel like there's anything to be proud of, probably. Um, but she wants to reassure you that she finds things on a daily basis to be proud of you about. And maybe you needed to hear that. Okay, I'll ask her. See, it's hard for me to even like try to ask if they'll tell me if it was an accident or a murder because I doubt myself. Like, that's a big thing. And if I get it wrong, I don't want to get something like that wrong. But I'll ask her. I'm hearing she didn't suffer, that she went fast. Um, but she's not showing me anything except like I just get the image of underwater. She may not want you to know those details. Because the only thing like she's showing me is like, yeah, she drowned. Um, but I'm not getting like any images or any like, I'm not hearing anything about how she drowned or if it was a murder. She's not telling me. Do you have any other questions you want to ask her? Had y'all gotten into an argument? Or was there an argument that day or close to that day? Okay. Yeah, she's telling me that you're holding on to guilt about that and you need to let it go. Let go of the guilt. And you're blaming yourself, which you even know is not logical, but you still, this part of you blames yourself. She's saying, don't do that. Let that go. I know. I I was shown the image of like not cleaning up in the house, like an argument about the house work not being done kind of thing. Yeah. She's saying in hindsight, it wasn't that important. Oh, my mom would do that to me all the time. Like I'd be asleep or napping and she'd come in and screaming at me about something I didn't clean right. Yeah, that's moms for you. Did they separate? Or did they try to make it work? Bingo. She said that. And that's why she said earlier in your reading that she is proud of you. So just know that. She knows that she would bring up, like, you're not going anywhere with your life. But that's why she's saying now, I am proud of you. It wasn't because of y'all. It could have been hormones, and it could have just been chemical imbalance. I have suffered from severe depression my entire life, and it was nobody's fault. I just come to find out I'm bipolar. So if she made y'all feel like it was your fault, it wasn't. It was just something medical going on with her. Was she middle-aged? Like the age around menopause? Early 40s? Yeah. I think it may have also been hormonal. Women's bodies go through all sorts of changes at that age, and depression and suicidal thoughts are not uncommon. No, not at all. And I'm getting the sense that she wants to apologize to you, that you've carried that guilt and carried her anger at you, all these years or all this time. I don't know how long it's been. She does want to apologize, and she wants you to know you have done nothing wrong. Yeah, the pain will appear, and you're going to have survivor's guilt. Oh, she can already hear you. She can see what you're typing. That's sweet. Are they your younger brother and sister? Well, she was saying, um, like, you tend to take on responsibility, and you should give yourself a pat on the back for that. That you were never given the acknowledgement that you deserved for the responsibility you take. So just know that it is seen and it is appreciated. Aw. Yeah. And just talk to her. Know she can hear you and she watches out for you. Just know she never really left. You just can't see her anymore. That's all. You're welcome. I'll pull a few cards for you, motivation. What's your question? That's specific. We can see what comes up in the cards and see if it gives us any insight. Okay. Okie dokie. I would say if you're asking about work, the sun would be good. The Empress, not so much. She's kind of a homemaker. She's pregnant, and yeah. Um, but the Empress card usually shows up when somebody is pregnant or there is a mother or mother figure that's involved somehow. Does anything with pregnancy, like ring a bell with you. This was a healing for me. I never talked about those things, so I appreciate it. Hope you all the best for you, and you're really talented. Thank you, and thank you for trusting me to connect you. Okay. So maybe this is a good sign that the spirit world sees that wish of yours, and I'm telling you that it is possible. Okay. Anything about the job? Okay, Ace of Swords shows up. So that tells me, yes, you are going to hear back about the job, because the Ace of Swords is a card of communication. So you're waiting to hear back, you're waiting to hear communication back, and that's the card you want to see. Hey, Luminous. Just try to stick it out. I know that uncertainty can be, and it just make you crazy sometimes. Well, I had a doctor's appointment, or I thought I had a doctor's appointment, and I get there and they were closed today. So I'm off work because I had an appointment. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do readings. Yeah, holiday. But they didn't reschedule my appointment. Like they forgot. So that was weird. My sister is going to ask the director what's going on. She works there too. It's family oriented there. Okay. With the Sun, with the Empress, with the Ace of Swords, I would say that you don't have anything to worry about. As far as the cards are saying, that it looks positive. It's just the waiting period that sucks. Hi, Jessica. Yeah, maybe. Do 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 do. Yeah, no problem. I got two Jessicas. Okay, I'm not doing tarot questions. I've done a couple of them just because some people missed out last night on their readings. But I want to practice using my intuition and my natural psychic abilities without using cards. And the kind of psychic I am is I talk to the deceased. So if any of you have deceased friends or family and you would like me to try to connect with them, I'd be more than happy to try. Motivation wants to get pregnant. Well, it's different for everybody, Luminous. Like I always heard that everybody has abilities. Um, just I guess some are more naturally open than others. Um, but I think a good way to start is meditation and visualizations and trusting what you see when you do visualizations and trusting what your intuition tells you. Little things like that. Like if you get a gut feeling about something, trust that. Luminous, you could just sit back and see who comes in, like who wants to step forth and talk to you. Sometimes you'll be surprised. Okay. Now, I tell everybody this before I read them. When I first start reading you, the information may not resonate. But the more I go on, the more people start saying, yeah, that makes sense. Um, Very rarely, on occasion, I just cannot connect. So that has happened sometimes where I have not been able to read people. And I'm hoping by doing free readings and practicing, that will become less and less. Okay, so Luminous, I'm going to see what comes up for you. I'm getting the image of a washer and dryer, like in a washroom. A white washroom with a white washer and dryer. And I'm feeling or hearing that this was at grandma's house. Yeah, motivation. I've noticed like if the person is really skeptic or nervous or just they're not open, I can't connect. Okay, Luminous, you got to give me some feedback so I know the direction I'm going. Okay. At your grandma's, you never washed or anything. Is your mom still alive? I'm feeling like this is a grandmother who passed who's maybe connected to your mom. Like, I'm assuming that because she showed me your mom's washer and dryer. Is her mom deceased? I'm hearing a short woman, maybe around 5'4". She was hunched over in her old age. Grandma is alive. Okay. I'm getting the image of an old lady, like 70s or 80s, and she was short, but she was hunched over a little bit. Ah, see, this is where it always gets complicated because there's no way to verify. Okay. All right. So I'll let it go and try to see if somebody else will come in for you. Yeah, your family watches over you on the other side, even if you didn't know them in this life. Um, so sometimes it is hard to verify whether the spirit is accurate or not. Do you have an uncle who passed? I'm hearing he was slim. Yes, the lady I saw was like in her 70s or 80s. And I'm also seeing a tall, skinny gentleman who I'm doubting this, but I see it, so I'll say it. He's kind of dressed a cowboy, like a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. No one you know of. Okay. Leanne, brown or white to what? To the gentleman that I described? white. He was kind of a redneck. Okay, so I'll let him go. Don't know where he belongs. Trying to get somebody for you is hard. Um, does farm animals like chickens and ducks make any sense to you or would have any meaning for you, Luminous? I'm sorry. I came close with the adopted mother, but I can't make a connection with anything else. Yeah, Leanne. Okay. She was the closest thing that resonates. Like I said, like sometimes it's me. I just have a hard time like connecting for whatever reason. And sometimes it's just hard because like if you have families where there've been adoptions and relatives didn't get to meet each other, like it becomes hard to verify unless, you research it and then come back later. Was she Italian that you know of? Yeah, exactly. Either she's saying she had Italian in her or she liked Italian food. Ginger hair. So she probably wasn't Italian. Um, I'm gonna try to get a message from her. A message that would make sense to you. Something that you need to know. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm hearing the message that you talk yourself out of things a lot. Like your self doubt makes you convince yourself to like not do something or not go through with something. Um, I'm just hearing like there's things that you want to do, but you haven't done because you don't feel confident. I don't know if that's the right word. Yeah, like you get nervous. Um, she's saying work on that. Really don't let your anxiety lie to you. Like getting out of your comfort zone to accomplish something you want to accomplish is going to be uncomfortable and it's going to be scary. But you can accomplish these things that you want to accomplish. Grandma Rusty. Shake the washer or something. I don't know why she brought up the washer. I guess trying to bring something up that you would recognize. Another message I'm getting is like, you don't know how loved you are. Like, there, you have family members that are on the other side that love you and watch over you, even if you're unaware of them. I don't know. It's probably trying to get your attention. Well, she sees you struggling with these things. Find your own personal way to connect. Like, um, you could do meditations, you could just talk to them. Like, even if it's like you're talking to yourself. Um, a lot of times, like, if it's our loved ones that we knew in life, you connect through memories. You're not alone. I do too. It's not easy to just wake up and be a boss ass bitch. It takes some work. Well, you're not. You're being watched over, even if, we tend to forget that sometimes. Sure, if it's your grandma who chooses to come over. Remember, the way mediumship works is I can't summon them. They choose who comes over. And if Uncle Billy is like dead determined he wants to relay a message, grandma has to wait. But I can try. Yeah. Okay, Leanne, are you still there? Leanne. Okay. I forgot who you said you wanted to connect to, but I'll see who pops up. Okay, automatically I'm seeing a black polka dotted dress. And it reminds me of something somebody would wear in the 80s. Leanne, can you take that? Does that make any sense to you at all? Like a black and pink polka dotted dress that looks like somebody would wear in the 80s. Okay. Well, then I'm going to ask you this. Does like the time frame, like the 1980s, have any significance for you or for somebody that passed in your life? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out why I was shown like a 1980s dress. So I'm thinking maybe somebody passed in the 80s. Maybe it was a female dress, and I feel like it was a teenager dress. Um, you're born in 78, so you were a child in the 80s. Okay. Okay, I'm not feeling too confident with this, but it's coming up, so I'm gonna say it. Did you have a female cousin who died at a young age? You don't recall. And that's okay if you don't recall. This always happens. At first I struggle to connect, but usually I end up getting there. I don't know. Honestly, I'm picking up on all kind of like things, and I don't know what's legit and what's not. One of the things I'm having an image of is like an elderly black woman on her porch, and like maybe you helped this woman, but she passed. She wasn't anybody you were related to. She was just somebody you knew. And if not, I'm also hearing a teacher, but I'm not getting any more information on that. Did your mom wear big, like square glasses? And if it wasn't your mom, like, did you know a woman who had short hair with big square glasses? Your aunt? What do you mean, no, my aunt? Okay, your aunt passed over. Did she have a few hours back today? 4/7? Oh, a few years back. Okay, did she have short hair and big glasses? Okay. She's showing me the 80s still. So something significant about the 80s. Maybe for her. I don't know. I'm hearing back then she would perm her hair. That everybody permed their hair. And I know that because I used to be a hairstylist, so that is true. Okay. And she was showing herself to me taller than 4'7", by the way. So she lied. They do that sometimes. They show themselves how they want to be presented. It's funny. Were you real close to her, or was it kind of like an estranged relationship? No, you weren't real close to her? Like, I'm hearing she wasn't hands on. Hey, unicorn. I'm asking what message to give you, and I'm hearing to look after your health. Um, Anything health wise that's been going on, keep an eye on it. I'm hearing to look after your like feminine health. Um, I'm hearing anything health related, you would know what they were talking about. And just to leave it at that. And see what else. I'm getting the image of cats. Do y'all have cats, or did your aunt have cats? I'm seeing a black and white cat. At first I saw a gray cat. Now I'm seeing a black and white cat. Okay, you can take that. She's just trying to, like, give you evidence that, yes, your family is watching over you. Your mom's cat. Well, her message to you is she's watching over you and your mom, and she's watching over your health. And basically, she comes to check in from time to time. She's not like a real talkative lady. She's mostly showing me things, which is like, it's kind of like pulling teeth here. Someone I knew and was close to growing up had a black and white cat. Hmm. Do you have any questions, Leanne? I know that wasn't the best reading, and I'm sorry for that. Okay, motivation. Are you wanting to connect with somebody? Don't tell me who you want to connect with. I want to see if it will come up for me. Um, I'm hearing either mother or grandmother, but it mother's side of the family. Uh-huh. That's what I was hearing is grandma and mom's side. Did she like to travel or like I don't know, I keep getting these images of like Greece. Like have you ever seen pictures of Greece and the villas that are by the beach? I keep getting images of that. Did your grandma have any connection to Greece or traveling or beaches? She loved traveling. Aha. That's why she bring it up to me. I'm a Cancer. My astrology, my sun sign is Cancer, but my moon sign is Sagittarius. My chart is Sagittarius dominant. I want to travel so bad. So I like that. That's cool that she got to travel. Oh, she's a Cancer too. Oh, that's awesome. She's showing me her flip flops. Like she wore flip flops. And I'm hearing that she would get her toenails painted. Little things like that made her happy. Um, I'm getting shoes like average height, average weight, um, with her toes painted. Did she have like not super long, but medium long silver hair that she would wear up in a ponytail? When she was younger, it was thick. Yeah, she showed me like thick silver hair. Okay. Oh no, I like her energy. She's full of life and adventure. And I'm hearing she was a go getter. I'm going to ask if there's anything that she wants you to know. Basically, her message to you is that she does watch over you. She watches over your mom and the animals. And one thing that she wants you to try to learn is to go out and do what you want to do before it's too late. Like that vacation you want to take, take it. Don't wait till you're older to do things. Like, go ahead and do it while you're young. Yep. I'm hearing don't miss out on life uh waiting. Don't miss out waiting. Do it now. Okay, I may be saying your name wrong, and if I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. But Vigi, when I look at your message, I see a man, a big guy, a chubby guy, a guy with a gut, who likes to go fishing. He's showing me he's on the boat with all his gear going fishing. Does that sound like your dad? You're welcome. And I'm glad that that resonated. Okay, no. Does it sound like anybody you know? 'Your nephew loved fishing. Okay. I was seeing an older gentleman fishing, but well, how old was your nephew? Was he middle-aged? 20 years. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing a middle-aged man, but we'll skip that. Did either one of them have heart problems? And this I'm most likely to get wrong because I'm never good at diagnosing stuff. But I heard heart problems, so let's see if we could take it or not. Your dad had a broken heart. Okay. Oh, there you go. Another connection. See, I love when things connect. Did you have a falling out with your dad or an argument with your dad close to the time that he passed? He was left alone. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing that there's like regret. So when I was hearing regret, I was assuming like a fight, but that makes sense too. Um, I'm hearing if there's regret about that or people anybody from the family is beating themselves up about it, that he doesn't hold a grudge. Like nobody needs to feel guilty is what he's saying. Yeah, that's what he's telling me. He wants you to work on not having regrets and not feeling guilty, and it's not easy. Like it's not like you could just be like, "Okay, I'm going to stop feeling guilty." You're going to have to work at it. But he wants you to be free from that pain and that burden. I'm hearing that's an unnecessary burden that you're carrying. Do you have any more questions? Oh, well, he knows that. And it sucks because you can't see him, but believe it or not, he watches over you. Like, he's around you a lot. He's with you when you don't even know that he's with you. And I'm hearing, like, if you've felt lost lately or misguided, like, don't worry, he's going to guide you. He literally just told you he will. That's funny. That message came out right as you typed that. I believe you will. Ask him to. He can hear you. Say you need him to guide your son. Is your son going through like a rebellious stage? Is he a teenager or an adolescent? He's 27 and has work issues. Okay. I was being shown like a young man, like an adolescent. Does he have issues with like other people at work? Because if so, I have a funny story for you. Okay. A couple years ago, I was working at a place, and um, a couple of the girls and my boss like would gang up on me, and they just made my life a living hell. And so I asked my spiritual team, my ancestors, my grandpa, you know, help me. And these people ended up getting fired. And I believe that my spiritual team helped me. So just ask your dad for help. Say, I give you permission to intervene. That's crazy. Well, I'm gonna get off here, but for those of you who are left, um, after this video finishes uploading, I would appreciate y'all commenting, any feedback that you have about my readings, like what's advice you can give me, what did you like that I did? What could I do better? Uh, but I'm gonna get off for now and I'll be back on later. Bye.